Hello friends, I'm Charles and today I will show you how to paint a simple landscape with a one tree with only three colors. Yeah, as you can see there. So as you can see there, I start with a brown and with blue and a touch of white. With only three colors. So you can see there that I tap it and I throw a little water. That is acrylic. You see there, it's acrylic. And I tap it and there I start with my clouds, and that is a combination of brown and burnt sienna and blue. See there, so you make your own decision where you start the clouds. You must you see the dark side and the light side. See there, and you can see I make a roll effect. You see circles, make a circle effect on with my brush. You see there, and you work it in. See there, because I mix it with a lot of water, but you must work it dry because acrylic set very fast if it is dry. It is the weather is dry also. This is the condition of the room where you sit or under tree or wherever. So I use my my brush. Don't worry about the thickness of the brush. You can see there, and then you put your little brown inside. See there. You mix it with a little brown, and you work it in. You decide what you further will do. See there, and that is a simple. You can see there. I mix it with a little white. You see there, and you work your white in the background because that is what that painting was on paper. You see there, and sometimes you start. Most of the people, okay, when you use it like watercolor, you dry you wet your paper, and afterwards then you start painting. But you see that paper, you put a masking tape on the back on the corners of it. You see there, and when you start painting, the paints are going wet, and after it is going to be dry, the paints make bubbles. You see there. But in this condition, I use my acrylic, so there wasn't any bubbles on it. You see there, because I start from a point and you work to another point. So you can see I work my two colors in, and what you always can do, you can use a little bit. Okay, we call it now extender, and I use the extender for the purpose of the paint not to dry very fast. See there. But now in that condition I work with strictly the three colors there. I mix with my white, and I use my three colors with water. So you can see there. So I don't work on a palette or on a flat surface for the acrylic. I throw it in that tin. That is a tin for the fish. That a fish, yeah. That expensive type of fish, and meat in that tin, and I work it. As you can see there, I work my colors in, and later on you can see it's only one style I use, and that is a roll style. You can see I roll it in circles. See there, you can see there. And I work very fast because this painting wasn't a painting I paint from a paper a photograph or something. That is imagination. I use my mind, and I decide by myself where I will put the dark sides and I will put the light side. So as you go further with your, you see there's with 3 colors. As you work further with your techniques, you will later you will know where to put your darks and your lights. You can see where the sun come from the one side of the in the paper and to the other side of the painting. So then I put that horizontal line is not straight, because I say myself that is where the horizon is on that, and I work very light. You can see there. I don't use a lot of paint. You see, some artists like to paint wet and thickness, and they put a lot of paint on because they believe you must work very thick. But I mostly work soft, you see, because I don't like to work very hard, because you see, paper, the thing is from acrylic. When the painting become older, the painting become darker. See that? And that is why I most of the time work softer. See, not so hard, so deep dark colors on my side. And I only use that burnt sienna in my blue, and then I mix it with a little white. See that? There's only 3 colors I use for that painting, and I will do more work on my future videos, because for a long time I work with other like plants and so, and my friends in India, America, and Philippines, South Africa, United Kingdom. That is the 5 countries who support me the most at the moment. India is the top country with the most viewers. Then was it okay, first America was a country with the most views, and afterwards India passed them with the most viewers. And later on I see that Philippines also passed the United States now in the 2nd place. So India's first, then Philippines second, and then America in the 3rd place. But I'm very pleased and happy because you support me a long time, and it's just a matter of time then the figures will change. Okay, South Africa, my home country, they support me very much, because I, over the past few months, from last year, South Africa coming up very fast with the support on my videos, and I'm very glad, because I can see that most of the people in our country watch my videos, so thank you for them also. Alright, as you can see there's a painting. I I do a lot of other style techniques. You can see there. Some people use a big filbert brush or fret brush, and then they make the tree from it, and when they come up they make one stroke with it. But I like to work with different type of brush. Okay, most of the time I work with 2 to 3 brushes. The one brush for the big work, the other one for the medium, and the smaller one for my fine detail. So you see here, fine detail, and my autograph. That is it. Okay, there's a tree. I'm paint the tree now, and you must when you use your colors, Most of the time people use for black. Some artists like to paint strictly black, others don't. And I learn over the time how to paint my black. But for years in the past, I worked with black. When I put the shade on, I use my strictly black. And when I go to college, I was in the college for a few months, but after my company where I started working, they closed, and we was retained, and I stopped my art lessons. And later on, I come to YouTube, and I learned from artists like Bob Ross, Bill Alexander, Kevin Hill, Wilson Bigfoot, Len Hens, Gary Jenkins. There's a lot of other artists. I watch their videos, and I study and try their techniques, and then I include mine also, and that is what I do now. So you can paint with any color you like, and that is the way you saw it, and nobody can come. Okay, they can. There can be a difference between you and them, but that is how you see it. Anyway, because when you see a child, as he was painting or sketching, and the child see the painting on his or her perspective, so that is why you, and some people like your paintings, others not, but there's also people who like the work from other artists. Doesn't matter how the painting look, because that is it, your perspective, or you saw it, and that's why I say, so you can see that is it. And that is a simple painting I try to show you now, because you can use your own imagination, and you can do your own work, and you can make a lot of money with it, because you must only try to sell it on the right networks or the right places. So that is how you can do. You can work outside plain air. You can work steel paint. You can. There's a lot of winter scenes, summer scenes, shade, darkness. You can see that you can use a candle also, and work with a candle in the night. And you can work under bright sunlight, bright lights also. So there's a lot of type of ways where you can do it. So that is what Wilson Bigfoot says. He said there's many ways to paint, and that is mine. So guys, thank you for watching my videos, and don't forget to subscribe and ask questions, and I will show you more of techniques what I use and how to do it. So all the best, and I see you in my next video. God bless. Bye.